It's an unfortunate reality that we sometimes find ourselves forced to work with some lower quality footage. 1080p or higher uncompressed video is always the best, but sometimes we don't get to choose. Although there is little we can do to raise the quality of a clip, being equipped with the knowledge of how to best handle this in PIERO will at least make for a better experience. There are two different situations I will discuss in this episode: dealing with high quality, low resolution footage, perhaps some archive broadcast footage, and then videos with high compression from the likes of web videos. Let's start with the more favorable situation: lower resolution videos, but encoded at good quality. 720p, once referred to as HD, is not a problem for PIERO. If you have good quality archive footage, PIERO effects will handle these with no problems. Just keep in mind that the modern viewer is likely to view this on a higher resolution display, so I would avoid zooming in effects like the magnifier, multicam, and zoom effect. Effects like movable players and player glow still work as normal, but can make the lower resolution footage show more. Videos at any resolution but with high amounts of compression, like with H.264 compression, artifacts are formed such as boxing and ringing. These can have a more serious adverse effects in PIERO. These will affect camera tracking because the lines are not as distinct for the line tracker. It's even worse for the texture tracker. Boxing artifacts causes textures to artificially change and morph. Boxing artifacts will have an effect on the key itself too. Keep an eye out for the green outlines you get around players and pitch lines when dealing with compressed video. Keying is even worse in indoor sports, where compression can cause skin tones to blend with wooden floors. The problems with compressed video are only exacerbated when using zooming effects. Consider avoiding graphics with high amounts of movements, as they show the compression more. There will be a juxtaposition in your PIERO export when your footage is soft and boxy, while your PIERO effects look clean and crisp. Boxing and ringing artifacts don't play nicely with the region effect. Allow extra time to use the region tool when using effects that make use of player cutouts like player move and player grow. In my opinion, glowing effects such as spotlight and uplighter look good in these scenarios. Many effects have a laser style, which can look good in these environments, with the laser spread kept down. Let's finish up with some quick-fire tips. Consider the use of the virtual stadium, since of course the quality of the source video will have no impact. When using a pause, take a moment to hunt for the best frame. Sometimes a neighbouring frame can look much sharper, especially when using video with a lower GOP. Note that duplicated frames can mess with the PIERO tracking system. Always avoid upscaled footage. Avoid fine patterns working with low resolution and compressed clips. Detailed logos and custom assets can be particularly impacted by this. On good quality footage, PIERO handles interlace just as well as it does progressive. And those are my tips for handling compressed video. They're also the reasons I cannot recommend using web clips to practice on, as you'll have a much better experience when using proper footage.